In this video, I want to walk you through step-by-step how to print an international shipping label on eBay. If anyone's new to selling internationally on eBay, I just want to assure you guys that it's not that difficult. Don't get too tripped up on the shipping part of printing a label anyway. When shipping internationally, yes, there are custom forms, but eBay does a good job of automatically filling a lot of the information out. And I just want to walk you through this. Super simple. The item that I sold happened to be first class. So at the end of this video, I will be left with just one shipping label, and I'll talk about that more. But we're going to start here on eBay's homepage. I'm going to click on the notification bell in the top right corner. And the item I sold was a Pluto Christmas stocking. It sold to someone in Germany. And when I packaged it up, it ended up being a little thicker than I originally had inputted into eBay. So I'll update that real quick. And you'll see this looks, if you've sold on eBay before, this looks similar to any other time you buy a shipping label off of eBay's website. We're going to scroll down and you'll see that the buyer selected this option, eBay International Standard Delivery, and it's costing $21 to ship this using that option. Since the buyer selected that, and it also happens to be the cheapest option for me, I'm going to proceed with that option and not select anything else. And normally, if you're buying a shipping label, you just purchase it right after that step. But when you're buying internationally, there's one more step here, and this is the customs form. Don't get too intimidated. This used to scare me really bad when I first started selling, and even to this day, I'm still always watching YouTube videos, double checking to make sure I do this right. But eBay makes it simple, and they've automatically filled in this first part for me with the item's description, the quantity, the value, how much it cost, the weight of the item. And if you did your listings correctly, this is already automatically filled out for you. Now, I get that sometimes you list things without weighing them, or maybe the price is wrong. Mistakes happen, so you can update this if you need to, but it's automatically filled out. So if you did your listings right the first time, you don't have to worry about this section at all. Likewise with this next part, you do not need to fill these squares out here. Merchandise is already selected for you, and then these 4 squares next to it are optional. That is my understanding. Correct me in the comments, please, if I'm wrong, but I've left them blank without a problem. And that's what I've heard other people say, that these are optional. But if you have an AESITN exemption, or a license number, or a certificate number, or an invoice number, you can add those things here. But if you don't have them, like me, I didn't have them for this product, I just left it blank. It's fine. So really everything's the same, because you haven't had to do any other extra steps in your listing until we get to this part that says, I have read the shipping prohibitions and restrictions for USPS or eBay and confirmed that the information provided above is accurate and that my package is not prohibited by legislation or by postal or customs regulations. So you're going to want to click into these documents, and I will leave a link to both of these in the description box below, along with my other affiliates if you guys want to check them out that way. I'm not going to read these on camera because I want this video to be quick, but I'll click in here, and like I mentioned before, the item I sold was from Germany, so I'll just scroll down until I find Germany, click in there, and then look to see if the item I'm shipping is against any of their prohibitions or restrictions. So you can look that up here, or you can go back and click on the eBay's page. And again, I'll link all this in the description box below. But once you've read it, you'll come back to this page, and I want you to notice the bottom right corner, you're not able to click on the purchase shipping label button. It's deactivated, and it will not be activated until you have clicked this checkbox. So now that I've looked over the documents, I'm going to click this checkbox, and you'll notice that activated the purchase shipping label button. It is now clickable, and I can purchase my label. But before I do that, I want to point out a couple differences. This will not print a QR code like other shipping labels might, and also you'll notice the select how to pay. Normally you'll see pay with PayPal or eBay funds. Instead, it says you will be charged after the shipping label is used. So those are just the differences. But basically everything's the same as a normal shipping label except for clicking that checkbox. And then I'm going to hit purchase shipping label. And that's going to bring up the shipping label. And as I said before, this item is going first class. And so it just gives me one label. And I just cut it out and tape it on the package like I would any other shipping label. The only difference with this label is there is an additional barcode at the bottom. You can see there. But other than that, it's just like printing any other shipping label. Now, if I was printing something over a pound, I'd want to make sure I was printing with paper instead of sticky shipping labels, because I'd have to print out a couple different labels and slip them into a clear envelope you can get at the post office. I'll put images up here. Because this wasn't my experience with this package, I couldn't film this for you guys, but you would get a form that looks something like this. You'd print it out, cut it out into pages. The first 3 pages go to the post office, and the 4th page is your copy to keep and sign where you need to. And then you'll stick them inside of a clear sticky envelope that you can get at the post office onto your package. You just slide those papers in there, and the post office looks at those custom forms. There are other YouTube videos on this topic, so I encourage you guys to go watch other ones if you're curious about this part of the international shipping process. If I do ship a package internationally that's over a pound in the future, I will definitely show you this process. But for today's video, I did not have the live time example to show you guys this. If you found any value in this video, please hit that thumbs up button. It'll help other people find my videos, and it really helps my channel out. And if you want more how-to eBay videos or want to learn ways you can make money with the skills and tools you already have, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, and I will catch you in my next video.